I work the embarkation side of a cruise line. I've watched families celebrate, and I've watched people cry at the terminal because they were denied boarding for a reason they never saw coming. In 2025, there are 11 common triggers. I'll show you each one and the exact fix. Stay with me for number 6 and number 9. That's where most cruisers get blindsided. This isn't about scaring you, it's about protecting your trip. Policies vary by line and by port, but the pattern is the same everywhere. Documents, health, timing, and behavior. I'll talk like we talk behind the counter. What we actually check first, what raises a red flag on our screen, and what sentence you should say if something goes wrong. Promise. By the end, you'll have a 48-hour checklist, a pier-side fix kit, and the exact scripts we respond to best. 1. Name mismatch. Booking versus passport/ID. What triggers denial? On our screen, your booking name must exactly match your passport or accepted ID. Hyphens, middle names, maiden names, accents. If they don't match, immigration can reject you. Nick versus Nicholas? Not fine. Initial where the passport has a full middle name. Also a flag. Fix before you sail. Open your cruise planner. Make the name letter for letter identical to the passport. If it's locked, call the line or your agent to reissue the e-ticket. Bring the same ID you used for the booking and any name change proof, like a marriage certificate. If it happens at the pier, what to say? My passport name is full name. Please reprint my boarding pass to match the passport and note it for immigration. Here are my documents. 2. Passport, validity, and visas. The quietly strict one. What triggers denial? Passport expires too soon past your return date. Many destinations want months of validity. You needed a visa/authorization for a port and don't have it. You relied on closed-loop rules, but your itinerary includes a country that requires a passport for your nationality. Fix before you sail. Aim for 6 months validity past return, safe across most itineraries. Check every port on your itinerary for visa/entry rules for your citizenship. Print confirmations, ESTA/ETA/visas, and carry them on you, not in checked luggage. Peer script. I have my visa/authorization here and printed. If needed, can we call the port agent or immigration desk to confirm admissibility? Stay calm. If it's a hard rule, we can't override it, but we'll try to escalate if there's ambiguity. 3. Health and unfit to travel. Illness, pregnancy, medical needs. What triggers denial? You appear acutely ill at check-in, fever, vomiting. Late pregnancy. Most lines won't carry guests who will reach 24+ weeks at any time during the cruise. Some require a doctor's note below that. Uncleared medical equipment, oxygen dialysis, or missing medical forms the line requires in advance. Fix before you sail. Fill the health questionnaire accurately. If pregnant, carry a doctor's letter stating gestational age and fit to travel. Get written pre-approval from the line for oxygen/dialysis and carry copies. Peer script. Here's my doctor's note and the pre-clearance email from the medical team. Could you add this to my file and call the ship's doctor if needed?
4. Payment wash fraud, holds, and canceled bookings. What triggers denial? Your booking shows balance due, a chargeback, or a fraud flag from the bank. Your online check-in never finalized. Our system still says pending or canceled. Fix before you sail. Bring 2 cards, 1 backup, both unblocked for international. Carry a printed, paid-in-full invoice and the booking confirmation email. If you used a virtual card, bring the physical card used for the payment. Peer script. Here is my paid-in-full invoice and confirmation number. If there's a hold, I can pay now with this card. Can we escalate to ticketing/supervisor to release the record? 5. Age and cabin rules. Infants, minors, spring breakers. What triggers denial? Infant below the line's minimum sailing age, often 6 months, sometimes 12 months on certain voyages. Under 21/under 25 cabin rules not met. Some lines require a guest over a certain age in each cabin. Minor traveling without both parents but lacks notarized consent or custody documents. Fix before you sail. Check your line's minimum age for your itinerary. Make sure each cabin has an eligible adult per policy. For minors, carry notarized consent letters and any custody orders. Peer script. Here is our notarized consent and IDs for the parents/guardian. The adult in this cabin is name, DOB, meeting the age requirement. 6. Criminal record. Inadmissible destination, the most painful surprise. What triggers denial? Your itinerary includes a country where your past offense equals inadmissible. Even old offenses can count. Prior immigration violations or deportations. The destination would refuse entry, so the line refuses boarding to avoid fines or delays. Fix before you sail. Research admissibility for each country on your route for your record. If available, pursue waivers or permits, or choose an alternate itinerary. Do this months ahead. Peer staff cannot solve this same day. Peer reality. If immigration says no, we cannot override. If you're unsure at the pier, can the port agent confirm with immigration now? If not admissible, please document the reason for my records. 7. Late arrival and cutoff times. Ship time versus local. What triggers denial? You arrive after check-in, cutoff, security and immigration close. You read local time, not ship time, and miss the window. At tender ports, there's even less buffer. Fix before you sail. Fly in the day before. Screenshot ship time, terminal, and cutoff the night before. Set 2 alarms. Peer script, if you're close. We're minutes away. Can we please speak to the peer supervisor? We're at the terminal with IDS and boarding passes. We try, but once clearance closes, it's closed. 8. Prohibited items and baggage screening. What gets you turned away versus confiscated? What triggers denial? Illegal drugs or marijuana/CBD, where prohibited. Federal maritime rules can be stricter than your home state. Weapons or items that violate port security laws. Tampering with security or refusing inspection. What usually gets confiscated, not denied. Household irons, surge-protected power strips, heating elements. Lines differ, check yours. The illegal stuff? Denial and possibly law enforcement. Fix before you sail. Read your line's banned items list and your port's laws. Pack compliant non-surge power hubs and leave heat elements home. Peer script, if it's confiscation eligible only. If this can be confiscated and returned post-cruise, we consent. We do not have any illegal items. 9. Disorderly, intoxicated, or aggressive behavior. Instant no sail. What triggers denial? Arriving intoxicated or disruptive at security/check-in. Threatening language to staff. Refusing lawful instructions. Security screening, ID checks. Fix before you sail. Keep day drinking for after you board. If nerves are high, hydrate, breathe, and keep a calm tone. Peer script, if there's a misunderstanding. We're happy to comply and follow instructions. If there's a concern, may we speak calmly with a supervisor to clarify? 10. Incomplete required documents, the digital-only trap. What triggers denial? You show up with digital screenshots only where printed documents are required by the port or line. Varies. Missing health insurance proof for specific destinations or special permits for certain islands. No return, onward travel proof where required. Fix before you sail. Print boarding passes, luggage tags, visa/authorization pages, and any insurance/permit letters. Store offline PDFs on your phone and a cloud link. Peer script. Here are printed copies and the digital originals. If you need a print, could you direct me to the guest services desk printer? 11. Operational denials. Rare but real. Overcapacity, safety reconfiguration. What triggers denial? Last-minute cabin reconfiguration, safety max, weight/manifest constraints, or an overbooking error. Rare, but I've seen it. Fix before you sail. Complete online check-in early and arrive in the suggested window. Avoid last-minute cabin occupancy changes on sail day. Peer script. What to ask for. If we're being denied for operational reasons, could you please list my options in writing? Rebooking, hotel, compensation, or sector credit? We'll work with you. Just help us document it. Bonus. Your documents in checked luggage. What triggers denial? Your passport/ID/visas are in a suitcase that hasn't been delivered. We legally can't check you in without them. Fix. Keep all documents on your person in a zip pouch. Always. The peer side. Fix. Kit. Carry this in a flat pouch. Passport. 6+ months validity recommended, plus backup government ID. Printed, boarding passes, paid in full invoice, visas, authorizations, insurance/medical letters, notarized consents. 2 payment cards, internationally unblocked. Emergency contact list, lines contact, port agent number, travel agent. A calm script, typed in notes, and a pen. 48-hour pre-embarkation checklist. Save this. Verify names. Booking equals passport. Letter for letter. Recheck passport validity. Print visas/ESTA/ETA as applicable. Confirm age/cabin rules. Print notarized minor consents. Medical, doctor's note. Pregnancy, special needs pre-clearance emails. Payment, paid in full invoice printed. Backup card. Ready, banned items, remove anything risky, pack non-surge power hub. Print pack, boarding passes, luggage tags, insurance proof. Ship time, screenshot time, plus terminal plus cutoff. Set 2 alarms. Travel buffer, arrive in the port city the day before mid-roll. CTA, at reason number 6 or number 9. If this is helping you avoid a nightmare at the terminal. Tap, like so more cruisers see it. And type cleared to sail in the comments if you've ever saved a trip with a last-minute fix. Micro scenarios, how it plays out and how to recover. A. The name problem, middle name mismatch. What we see, red name mismatch flag. Your move, present passport plus paid in full plus calm script. Ask to reprint boarding pass to passport name and note for immigration. Outcome, 9 out of 10 times, fixed in minutes if everything else is clean. B. The visa shock. Authorization missing. What we see. Authorization not on file. Your move. Produce printed authorization. If you truly don't have it, and same-day online approval is possible, ask for Wi-Fi and a supervisor while you apply. Outcome, sometimes salvageable, sometimes not. Don't bank on same-day approvals. C. The health desk. Late pregnancy or acute illness. What we see. Questionnaire triggers the medical review. Your move. Produce doctor's letter and, if applicable, the pre-clear email from the line's medical team. Ask to connect with the ship's doctor. Outcome, if within policy and documented, usually cleared. If beyond policy, it's a no. D. The late arrival. Cutoff blown. What we see. Security closed. Immigration cleared out. Your move. Find peer supervisor. Show proof you were nearby. Ride receipts. Remain calm. You need a miracle. Outcome. Rare save. Build buffers to avoid this entirely. E. The behavior flag. Intoxication. What we see. Security calls us over. Your move. Water, slow breathing, apologize, comply. Ask for a quiet space and a supervisor review after you've composed yourself. Outcome, sometimes cleared if borderline, never cleared if aggressive. What we actually notice. First, insider tells. Posture and prep. Passport in hand, printed docs equals frictionless. Calm tone. We escalate for polite people faster. Receipts. Paid in full plus printouts and most system issues. Specific asks. Please reprint to passport name. Please call medical. Please note for immigration. That's how pros talk. The denied boarding reality check. Refunds and expectations. If the cause is on your side, expired passport, late arrival, missing visa, intoxication, the line usually treats it as a no-show. Refunds are rare. Travel insurance may cover some causes, for example medical, if documented. If it's operational, ask for the options in writing and keep all receipts. One screen, fix or fail. Flow, save this. Documents first. Names match, passport valid, printed visas permits, health check, pregnancy letter, medical pre-clear, fit to travel, money, paid in full printout, backup card, rules. Age/cabin/minor consents printed. Bags. No illegal or prohibited items. Time. Ship time set. Cutoff alarms. Arrive early. Tone. Calm, specific, solution focused. Denied boarding almost never just happens. It's a predictable checklist. If your name matches, your passport is valid, your documents are printed, you arrive early, and you treat staff like allies, you're cleared to sail. When something does go wrong, use the scripts I gave you. We're human, and we want you on board when policy allows. Tell me in the comments, which of the 11 surprised you most? Type, "Cleared to sail," if this saved you stress. On the end screen, I'll send you to embarkation day. 12 pro moves in your first hour, so the rest of your cruise starts smart.